Hey, it is Bazzy from Reddit Heroes, and I wanted to show you the MVPs for the current war that we're in and for our last war. As you can see, we were doing well for quite some time. We managed to have a 10-war winning streak, but we're in a war. We're going to see how that's going to go in just a moment. So, in this particular war that I want to look at, we did pretty good top to bottom, and missed one Town Hall 10 and missed one Town Hall 11, but we got the 2-star on it, which is pretty good for the Town Hall 11 game. And we're pretty new to the Town Hall 11 game, so I'm happy with the 2-star. But the war that I wanted to show you was my attack on number 4, just because it's not even that great of attack, but it's a Town Hall 10 govalo. And I just always liked govalos back in the day, and so it was fun to be able to do it at the Town Hall 10 level. As you can see, this is somebody where he's got a couple Inferno Towers, he's got the 3rd Expo, admittedly only level 2, but a lot of Town Hall 9 defenses, or like mixers, like a couple Wizard Towers that are upgraded, but for the most part, it's a pretty easy one. Now, what do? I start up in the top with a Baby Dragon, doing a bit of clearing of funneling. I actually dropped this minion here. This minion was a huge mistake. You're going to see why in a moment. I lure the cannon, or I start going on the cannon. As the cannon's dying, I'm going to use the hog to get out the lure. Now, it's going to be a thunderstorms right now in Cincinnati. It's like a summer right now. That's why that pop was about. It's going to be a little bit of a problem because I wanted it to stay further away, but as you can see, the queen can't hang out. Because that minion came in, it means the queen is in range and my timing for the golem's down. It's just bad news on that portion of the raid. But that's alright. The queen is going to have to go down a good portion and then use her ability, but then she's going to tank behind the golems, and there's some poisons down, so it's going to be okay, but the rest of the attack is now coming in. So, in come the golem that I have, the bunch of Velks inside of there, there's a whole bunch of bowlers inside of there. They're going to rush through, get through the one wall, a jump is going to let them funnel, and then the key is to take out those 2 Inferno Towers, which of course are just going to roast the Valkyries, but we've got the backside freeze here. There's a lot of stuff going on the inside. You can see there's a couple little Valkyries running around the outside edge. That queen, which just survived just a little bit, has been tanking the whole time. 2 different Inferno Towers going down. Now it's in the backside. I only got a single hound here. It was kind of like, in case I don't get all the air defenses, I wanted 1 hound, but he turns out he's going to come and tank for some Teslas, which is going to be alright. In they come, and I used up the early haste. We didn't have a lot of spells because it was really beefy with the freeze and the jump and the rage and everything coming in early. But in this, we've got a nice stack, and it's just a matter of sort of like slowly working their way through. The only real threat is going to be the Wizard Tower, and so I think I'm just going to put the 2 times on because there's a single wizard going around at the edge of the trash ring. We've got the Loon coming in the backside so it doesn't pick up the splash on the main portion. That hound had popped and managed to get the 3-star on this like weird like low wall but still has Inferno kind of base. So I don't know. I was going to consider it a success. Alright, so that was last war. Now to this war. Unfortunately, it's going to be one that we're going to lose. If I go back to our results, 57, 59 stars, we've got our Town Hall 11 who can come up in here and try to give a shot at getting the 58th star, but we don't have a shot at winning this thing. And, kind of an unfortunate war for us. We were faced against an engineering clan. We had the 1 Town Hall 11 that was not maxed. They had the 2 different Town Hall 11s, one of which was completely maxed out. And then a whole bunch of, weird 9.5, like the number 19, for instance, is a Town Hall 10. So one of those engineering clans that can hide the war weight, and then they get the Town Hall 11 to the top. So kind of sucked for us, but I wanted to show this war anyways because I was really happy with everybody. Oh man, did we clear everything except for their Town Hall 11s really fast and really well. All of our Town Hall 9s were basically cleared in like the first 12 hours. We had a ton of extra Town Hall 9 attacks to go. The couple 9.5s, that was just like, there was nothing to be good. They'd already been scouted by the Town Hall 9s. And so what it really came down to was, could our Town Hall 11 manage to just pull out the miracle and exactly tie? Wasn't able to do that. He did great. He got a 2-star in their Town Hall 11. Hopefully he's going to get a 2-star in the other one. But nonetheless. Now, the weird thing about this clan, and it's kind of bizarre, is that they just didn't update their air defense. I don't know whether they don't realize the new meta is all air. So we're obviously going to see a couple air attacks in this war, but I wanted to show you one that is not an air attack, and I guess I'm going to show all of my attacks today. I just showed one of mine, I'm going to show another one of mine. But you know what? I'm running the channel so I can do whatever the heck I want. the reason when I showed this attack is I have seen this base now a few different times. I've attacked it by air. You can see how there's these like two kind of weird sweepers. They're pushing down, and then there's all of the air defense are at the bottom corner, and then there's the queen up at the top. So there's a whole bunch of ways you can do it. I have dealt with this exact base here in an air coming in kind of from the side, so like a kill squad at the queen and get a couple air defenses and come in the side. But I wanted to queen walk Velkit, and the basic reason is that the hope here is that the queen is just going to walk up this entire side, and then the Valkyries, with a couple different jumps, are going to be able to come all the way up through the middle here. Now, as you can see, it's not exactly how it's going to turn out, because exactly the placement of the queen means that the queen is not walking up over here like I was hoping. The queen is going to be walking down to the bottom. But it actually doesn't really matter. It's going to be fine. There's going to be some nice heals with the healers anyways. So queens, bowlers, jump, king, everything's going to come up in the bottom. They're going to clean up this compartment. I like that some of the Velks actually dodge at least one of the bombs. It looks like they're hit by another one of the bombs. A couple of them are going to be tempted out, but the main portion goes through the heel and into the next rage. Now, I know that in this center compartment, the Valkyries are going to want to charge into all this compact stuff where there's the bomb tower and all that stuff. So I think they're going to go through the wall. I don't need the jump. I just need the jump into the next compartment. So that sends everything through. Valkyries are going to go through. I already knew. It was already scouted. I knew it was a CC Lava Hound, so I'm totally okay with that. And then just a few hogs sprinkling down on the backside, just because there's a couple extra little defenses, Teslas and so forth popping up over there. And just manages to wall up the base. So I was pretty happy. I don't know what this base is doing, whether it's an internet base. I've seen it a couple times. You can do it with air, sure. But you don't need to. Actually, Velks are really nice. And I really like those bases where you can have the strips. In theory, you have the infinite queen walk going in one line and the Velks going beside the queen. And sometimes the healers go back and forth between the Velks and the queen. It's really good. It actually was huge before the healers kind of got nerfed a little while ago, but nonetheless. I wanted to show number 7. Now, number 7 is not a high defense base. Like this is basically like an 8.5. He's upgraded just his expos here. But I want you to just note that as one of these engineered bases, look what those max walls are doing in weight. They're ranking this base as number 7 despite really, really, really low defenses. So it's an interesting point for as people get up into the Town Hall 10 level and they're dumping their loot into walls, that's great. But know that the walls are coming with some significant weight for sure. Anyways, just a fun attack. As you can see, there's a minute 15 left in this replay, which shows you how fast this is. Of course, it should be fast for somebody with 25, 27 heroes. But his kill squad just, I don't know, basically gets the entire base. He doesn't even need the loons, more or less. Got one air defense. The second one's coming right down here. Basically, would have got the third if things, look at the bowlers, the queen, the king. Nothing's even used, nothing even used their abilities. Sends a couple hounds at it, though. He didn't think it was getting anything. Sends it through the rage, and this base is done. So, you know, we got to keep that balance, right, between upgrading the walls and getting their defenses. I mean, I know they're doing an engineering thing. It's a bit different, but it's a good lesson for us about how much those max walls are going to be contributing. All right. One more example, I want to look at Prashant, who's done an excellent job. Massive kill squad value. As you can see, what we've got here is 1, 2, 3 different air defenses. His kill squad is going to be able to come in and get all of them. It's really efficient. He's coming in with the 2 different golems, sends just a few little wizards to get the funneling. You don't need to go excessive with your wizards, right? The bowler's going to be doing all the work, so you don't really want to go too crazy with the wizards, although look at them, some of them are doing some work. Everything's coming in. Okay, the 2 air defenses, you more or less get those for free. They're just right in the chamber you come in at. CC's coming out. Poison's coming out. Queen is sort of on the side at the moment. Finally hops the fence, and now the king can just take her out. I love this jump. The jump is going to take Prashant right into the next region. He's got the heal coming down. If he wants to hit the king ability, all of those guys would be zoomed up. And the barbarians would run around, both raged and heals, but decides to delay it for a little bit. Doesn't matter. 3rd air defense is down, and look, there goes the ability, takes out the wizard tower, and just cleared so much of this map. And I think you know how this is going. In come the hounds, in come the loons, everything's going to be charging in, and there's just nothing you can do. You got 1 level 6 air defense against just the fleet of them. In come the haste, boom, boom, boom. Doesn't matter, it's absolutely destroyed. So, good job to Prashant, and just shows you, in this meta, gotta gotta upgrade your air defenses. It's just so important. So anyways, I was really happy about our Red Heroes performance. I loved how fast we're doing it. RCS round number 4 against Reddit Freeze is happening starting tonight, so stay tuned for that.